Hello? Can people hear me? Let me know when y'all can hear me. I had to restart my computer. All right, while things are booting up, I'm going to try to fix view rotation. 90 degrees. Go to gameplay 2.0. Toggle on book. Oh, hey, there's my avatar. All right, let me go to Neon. Nope. Nope. All right, I think if I go file, load state. Oh, recent ROM, Hotel Dusk. Yay! That looks about right. That's working. And yay, the game is back in their orders. All right, cool. Yeah, something about me changing the view in Desmume just crashed everything. Which is fine because now I don't have, I guess I can just, that works fine. I just need to double check a few things. Click here, Shift R. There we go. All right. There we go. That's good. Ba-ba-ba-ba. Is everyone still with us? But yeah, I accidentally hit start and I meant to hit continue. All right, we'll do that. 8:10 p.m. Confirm. All right, mix it up is active. This is looking. Oh Lord, it chugging. It did not like that. Okay, we're good. Right, I can't use my mouse for this. I probably should. I thought to do this last stream, but I just fucking forgot. I meant to see if there was a way to improve the performance, but it's not too bad. Just very initially. But yeah. All right, so let me check our little notebook. That's our map. Yeah, okay. All right, let me open up my sticky note. Hotel Dusk Notes. There we go. All right, I'll just leave that here. All right. Let's head on up. Maybe I should have a chat with Jeff Angel about Mia. My name is Jeff. Who? Which one was Jeff? Ah, yes. Let me pull up my little, I have to reboot up Krita so I can look at my little chart. One moment. Come on, PC, please. Emulation, microwave, emulation settings. BIOS, external. Yeah, Rosa mentioned him and his room number, I think. Yeah. Enabling this will give you 0.5 fee. Emulate blah blah blah. I don't want to mess with it too much. Okay. Well, I guess that means we need to go to room 213. Because if that's who we're thinking of, I know for a fact that guy, I have it right here. Guy in 13 brought Mia. So we might as well talk to him. Knock, knock. Name's Jeff. Yeah, so Jeff was the one who gave Mia a ride before realizing she's nonverbal and ditching her. Yeah, kind of a dick move. Who is it? I mean, at the very least, he did kind of help her. He got her out of the sun of the desert. Who is it? You need something? Kyle Hyde, I'm 215. I'm Jeff. Jeff Angel. Alright, let me get this sicko's face. I need to get his stinking mugshot. Alright, go on to my notes. Paste. We have it. We have the mug of this loser. Alright. Jeff Angel. Wonder what this punk story is. I got such a smug little... Look at this face. Hold on, now this is a face. I'm getting this face. Tell me something, Jeff. I met a girl in the lobby named Mia. Mia? Who's that? You should know, you brought her here. Oh, her. Didn't know Mia's name. Okay. Jeff 213 did not know Mia's name, which makes sense, right? She's nonverbal, and they only found out her name by looking at her little wrist thing. So yeah, maybe you just never looked. What about her? You didn't know her name? She never told you her name? Maybe, I don't remember. Why'd you bring her here? She asked me to, said she had to get to... She said she had to get to Hotel Dusk. What? But Mia's nonverbal. I'm just writing down this critical information real quick. Wait. She asked? She asked you to bring her here. Of course. Well, kind of, actually. She never said a word to me. Now, this is making more sense. She didn't talk. So how'd you know she wanted to come here? She had a brochure of the hotel, you know? You know, paper little pictures. Anyways, I figured it was her stop. She knew about this hotel. Smug. God, he's so fucking punchable. So she knew about this hotel, did she? Are you practicing to be an echo chamber or something? Yeah, she knew. She was carrying a brochure from this hotel. I don't know why this is so hard for you. I asked her where she was headed. She showed me the brochure. I needed a place to stay too, and I figured one place was as good as any other. So, here I am, bro. Believe me, I wouldn't have stopped if I knew what a real dump it... believe me, I wouldn't have stopped if I knew what a dump it really was. You need anything else? No. Alright. Goodbye then. Goodbye then. God, that irritated look. Jess finishes talking and shuts his door. Oh, computer, please stop. Yeah. Oh, okay, it's fine. I'm gonna make a little thing. All right, we've overridden the data. Save complete. All right. Oh? Come on, man, we're just... Huh? The door opens on the right side of the hallway, and a woman steps out. Hello, who are you? You must be the man from room 215. Yeah? Who are you? God, it's stuff like... This game is making me eerily kind of want to go back to a previous idea I had and actually, like, work out and write it. Because, like, I think I mentioned this once before, but I had this idea for, like, a story called Monster Apartments, in which you work as a you experience the story from the eyes of a social worker, a human social worker, who has to go and manage these government-funded monster apartments, or monster creature apartments. It's kind of like sort of within the Monster Girl genre, but anyway, it's like the whole reason why I wanted to write it is because I had a very good idea for a fellow companion character to the social worker, but also I really like the idea of just having a location that's just filled with interesting people, and so I kind of like the idea of it. I really like it, and like kind of just like realizing behind every door, now that like what going off of like how Grisha mentioned like all the different rooms and thinking about, like, it's got my brain thinking like behind every room could be another person, behind in each room could be another character, and it's kind of like refreshing in a way, because I'm so desensitized to like video games having fake doors, you know, whereas you play a video game, you try a door and then you realize the devs didn't want to fill the room with it. Yeah, this would be Munster Motel. Yeah. But yeah, I like the idea of just like a place where you can meet a variety of people on a regular basis, you know? And so it was very much just... It was very much kind of like a Monster Musume situation, in which you have all of these characters that are living in a very human world, modern human world, and like half the show is about going into detail about how they live differently, and I always love that about that show. The other half of the show was, hey look, anime titties, which, I mean, yeah, no, it's pretty much very much part of the show, but still, I like it for the plot. And anyways, yeah, no. But I always found it interesting about like how they had different rules, they had different laws for each, and like all the different girls had different living requirements, like the mermaid girl needing a wheelchair or other situational stuff. Like the Lamia being cold-blooded and not liking supermarkets. I always liked like each character was like, I liked how each character was affected had to live differently. And I always like locations and characters who have to live differently because of circumstances. So like, if you give me a show that's filled with like a caravan of characters, and one episode they're interacting with people in a desert environment, and in the next episode they're interacting with a bunch of people in a shifting landscape, you kind of got me sold. And so yeah, there's a visual novel that I've been meaning to read called Disability Girls, and I've been meaning to check it out, but I just never did, simply because it's kind of just like this very same thing, instead of like people living different due to the fact that, yo, they a monstie, but instead it's like, yo, no, this one has Alzheimer's, this one is crippled in a wheelchair, and like, yo, no, I kind of like, I don't know, I like learning about scenarios and characters in which people live in different environments and standards. And yeah, I don't know, that's kind of just where my thought is. But yeah, Sunglasses Lady, what's your story? Who are you? I'm staying in 216. That's a funny name. I'm Iris. That's a name. All right. All right, we have Iris down. But yeah, and I kind of wish they would make more good Monster Girl animes, because like the last good one we got was the one about the doctor. Well, actually, we've had multiple good Monster Girl animes about doctors, because it's just such a good avenue. Because like, oh, you have a medical condition that's Monster Girl related, yeah, let's dive into that and see how we can, because that just naturally gets the ball rolling. There was, yeah, but there was the one done by the Monster Musume author, and then there was one that was not so much a doctor but a researcher, like a middle school. That one was kind of good. It was kind of, it was very much like, it was pretty good. I liked it. They had some very interesting things of like, there was the Dullahan girl, and like, she always had to be careful carrying her head around, because like, you know, if you drop your fucking head, you're gonna have fucking problems. Or like, if you leave your head on a fucking train, you're gonna have problems. And so like, but like, those things are kind of obvious, right? But like, the thing that I really liked was like the simple thing of like the super small detail stuff of like, oh, the teacher is carrying the girl's head around as they're walking around town, and like, she starts getting motion sick because the teacher doesn't know that he has to adjust the way he walks when he carries her, because if this standard human walk kind of just like makes her queasy. And I kind of found that like really interesting. Like, I love it when an author comes up with like these small little details about a character that you wouldn't think about unless you were actually living as them. And so like, I like that kind of writing. I like it. It's very cool and interesting. For me, I kind of like, if I was living as my VTuber persona, I figure like, I might just skip the microwave, you know? I might just pop the food in my mouth and then try cooking it by breathing fire, you know? Like, small little things like that. It's like just little details. I love that. I love that kind of thing. But yeah. Yeah, if anyone ever finds out we have another monster or monsty anime coming out at any point in the future, feel free to let me know. I love that kind of shit. I'm slightly off kilter. I'll do for now. Okay, so this is Iris. Iris, huh? You're not much of a conversationalist, are you? But hey, I was taking down notes. Don't you sass me, young lady, I guess. I don't know. I know, but I can't carry a tune. No, but I can carry a tune. You see this background music going on? That's all him. He's doing a ventriloquist act. I'm sure you can carry all manner of things, Mr. Kyle, Mr. Hyde. Kyle Hyde. Hyde, I feel like this woman was nice and like very neutral and maybe even liking us a little bit, but now she's gotten immediately suspicious of us. She's like, oh no, wait, this might be some bullshit. I feel like she's on the defense. I'll make note of it. Make note of it? What the hell's that supposed to mean? She's You need something? She thinks he has something to hide. Confirming a hunch. No, not really. I was just confirming a hunch. Okay, this is... I get it. Like, this is to get it kind of like into like just a little bit of practice, little bit of repetition reinforcement for the player character to do this. But like when it's only one line like this, there's only one option. I feel like you could have just like left it there. You could have just let the dialogue continue, or, and I'm not gonna do this, but there may also, but I suspect there's just the option to fucking leave. Like, I could just not ask this, but fuck you. I want information. I want clues. I am clue hungry. You have them. I am going to take the fucking clues. Yeah, most of the early interaction, Hyde leaves a bad impression, ends up having to work uphill later. Oh, fuck me. What do you want to confirm? I merely wanted to see what manner of man was staying in the room, that's all. Why? Well, it would be awful if some lowlife was staying here, I don't know too much about her just yet to gauge what kind of voice to give her. Well, yeah. I gave specific instructions upon chicken, but it seems that no one listened. I demanded that no one stay in the room next to me or across the hall. And yeah, the owner gave you 215 and never said a word to me. Appalling, isn't it? I mean, are you going to pay for those rooms that you are telling the owner to not use? I mean, like, that seems like if he were to do that, he would be losing money by not putting people in that room when he has people he can be putting in that room. So yeah, I think he said he had a hangover, so maybe that's why he's grumpy. It could be. Yeah. What? What's she rambling about? What is your line of work, Mr. Hyde? I'm not answering that. I'm a salesman. Traveling salesman. Is that so? Well, that's a relief. You feel relieved? Why's that? Because it means you won't try to take my picture, Mr. Hyde. I'm getting a little sense of entitlement. I'm getting some a bit of entitlement from this girl. Your picture? You're cute and all, but why would I do that? No mercy for landlords or whatever, but people need a place to stay. Yeah, exactly. It's like, what, like, if someone needs a place to stay, you kind of... God, okay, so, like, this is set out in the desert, right? I feel like if you don't give someone a place to stay in the desert, there's a fair chance you might be consigning them to death. Being blatant, if you are, like, if there's no... further hotels or places for the next next 50 miles or whatever, like, you kind of, like, that kind of feels like irresponsible to do. I got better things to do. Good day, Mr. Why is this conversational refresh? I'll be... Yo, hide! Huh? Making your sales pitch to the ladies, eh? I love it, my man. Growl. Growl. Oh, please. Don't mind him, he's just the bellhop. I know who he is. He carried my bags when I checked in. I believe his name is Louis Deno. No. Do I have that right? Hey, she remembered. Now I can die happy. He's slowly becoming more himbo. I couldn't very well forget you introduced yourself about 1,000 times. Oh, fuck. You need me for something, Louis? Yeah, actually, I'll take that as my cue to excuse myself, gentlemen. Iris returns to her room. Wow. Alright, Iris returns to her room. Where... Wow. Oh, man. What are the chances that a dame like that would be across the hall? Of all the lousy luck. Sorry, man. I didn't mean to interrupt you. Don't worry. It was perfect timing. Whatever you say, man. What do you want? Nothing really, man. I just saw you chatting up the fox, you know, and I thought it would be so funny to like fucking interrupt you guys and pull a fucking cock block. Yeah, I don't know. I thought maybe I could sneak in a couple of lines myself, steal her heart. Oh, okay. You're an idiot. And here's more proof that I'm right. You brought me the wrong package. 2 packages delivered and you got them both wrong. Nice work, Louis. What? Oh man. Luckily, when I went down to the front desk, the guy who got my package called. He's going to drop it by my room later. So we're all cool then, right, man? No, we're not cool. You're an idiot and I'm ticked off. Chill, brother. No need to blow a fuse, my man. How do you only get one wrong if there's only 2? Yeah, no, that makes good sense, Greedra. I mean, I guess you could be like... I feel like you, in that situation, you deliver both boxes to the same place. That's the only way I can see that physically happening, but yeah. Chill, brother. No need to blow a fuse, yeah? Anyway, gotta blow. Alright. What was her name? Alright. I guess it might be worthwhile noting this. Louis likes Iris. Okay, there we go. Louis should have done that. Yeah. Same old Louis. Let me click on thing. Let me click. I wanted to click. The little question mark that pops up here. Was that my last opportunity to see what it was gonna say? Oh well. I'm gonna go into 215 now. Huh? Who's there? My package! Now I can finally get in my suitcase! Hello! Ah. Begging your pardon, but are you Kyle Hyde? Yeah, that's right. And did you perhaps receive a call from the front desk about the parcels? Yeah, look at these. Look at the specs on this loser. Yeah? You the guy who called down earlier? The very same. My name is Martin Summer, and I'm currently lodged in 211. There we go. Alright. Got his picture, got his mugshot. Added it to my sticky note. Bada bing, bada boom, we continue. Room 211. Martin Summer, hey. I've heard his name before. Hmm? Yeah, I can't interact with the question mark. Oh well. At any rate, about the parcels. Yeah. The footboy delivered my parcel to my room some time ago. Unfortunately, it appears to be somehow brought me the wrong one. However, yeah. Please forgive me, but I failed to notice it until after. Oh, that's why he's talking. I mean, sorry, that's why he's not just handing it over. The contents were not where I was expecting, you see. Anyway, I saw the name Kyle Hyde on the form, and so here I am. Huh? Hey. Don't read my stuff. You like my name? Good name, isn't it? Yeah, it was either I pick a fight or I be smug. What? There was no good options here. Be smug it is. Indeed. Yeah. He's doing the... Mm-hmm. It's like the fedora tip, but with your glasses. Quite a nice name, actually. It's not so much the fedora tip. It's like the cowboy tip. Skip the explanation. I got a short attention span. Is that so? Our packages got swapped. Mine was delivered to your room, right? And the one I got here was probably yours. About cover it? Yes, I do believe that summarizes the situation. So where's my package? Oh, yes, I brought it with me. It's right here. Huh, that's it, huh? Yes. Nice name, right? I've heard of you. Where were you on the night of the murder? Or something. I don't know. Martin Summer? That he did after solving a children's yeah, I love his smug smile that he did after solving a children's puzzle. Yeah, I'm smart. Yeah, I know how to solve childhood. I can work a puzzle as long as it's ages 4 and up. Yeah. Oh man. I've heard that name before. Yes, that's not surprising. Perhaps you've run across my name in a magazine or a newspaper. Maybe. Does that strike a familiar tone, Mr. Hyde? I'm distressed. Huh? Books? Is this guy right? I suppose it's possible that you actually read one of my books. No? Maybe? Alright. Let's get this. Martin writes books. Okay. You're a writer? You're a writer? Yes, that is correct, although I prefer to think of myself as an author. I pen novels mostly, although I have dabbled in more obscure mediums. Novels? What kind? He writes mystery books! Ah! Oh, also, this is a fucking reference. This is a fucking reference. And I'm going to show you what it is of real quick. One sec. Actually, let me use the browser that I never used. That only pulls up 1 or 2 tabs. Okay, I think we're good. It is not liking it. What the fuck? There we go. Okay, it wasn't all that bad. So, there is a Canadian show. I don't know if this is coincidence, but there's a Canadian show by the name of Martin Mysteries. It's really good. It's pretty solid, but like they had a crossover with Totally Spies. It's kind of like they go out, they investigate aliens, myths, and folklores. It's kind of like done by the same people who did Totally Spies and whatnot. And yeah, Mingo, where have you been? Yeah, hi, nice to see you, Mingo. Yeah, if you look, there's this guy named Martin, and he writes mysteries, so this set us on a tangent. But yeah, man, but yeah, my sister has actually been rewatching the series, so it's been very fresh. And oh, apparently there was a comic book. But yeah, Martin Mystery. Yeah, I don't remember a ton about the show, but I'm sure Mingo could tell you more. But yeah, there was mysteries. There was a guy named Martin, and he had 2 companions. All right, let me kill this. Go back to here. But yeah, Mingo, how are you? How's your day going? Yeah. But yeah, we're just hanging out playing Hotel Dusk. Okay, you've probably seen me do this a lot, where I'm just looking off to the side. I do apologize that. I don't know. I'm just being very paranoid of constantly checking to see if my eyes are off tracking. It just, whenever, it's weird because for me to look at it, it looks weird when I look at it directly, but it's probably fine when I look actually at the gaming screen. But yeah, never mind. Sorry, I'm being pedantic about pointless shit. Never mind. But yeah, oh yes, please. Okay, gal. Yeah, gal luck and gal work with chores. Yeah, my day's been full of chores. No. Okay, so recap. How best can I recap it? By bringing up the board. Okay, so we are this guy right here named Kyle. He is a ex-cop, and he is currently presently a door-to-door salesman. He has shown up at Hotel Dusk room 215, the room that supposedly grants wishes. And so far there's been a few. It's not like no one has died, so it's not a murder mystery, but there's some weird coinkydinks going on. Yep. Kyle's an ex-cop who's a traveling salesman, but he's looking for his partner, Bradley, after some big stuff went down, and he shot Bradley, who fell into a river in New York. And yeah, so this guy here, the owner of the hotel, Dunning, says about 3 years ago, some problems occurred, and there was a guy with the same name as Kyle Hyde, but not Kyle, not our Kyle. And we know that 3 years ago is when Kyle quit the force, and when he last saw Louis, who was a former pickpocket, now working at the hotel as a bellhop. Now there's this Mia girl who's kind of mute. She has the same bracelet as our partner. And so we're kind of wondering if she's like his kid sister or something. There are so many coincidences. Also, there is a lost child named Melissa who is kind of bratty and it's just forced us to do a child's puzzle and then immediately undid the puzzle work we did. And then there's a Rosa. Rosa does not take shit from anyone. Rosa is nice, but Rosa is absolutely nice to Mia. And there's some other characters we've met, but these are like the ones that I have on my board. Yeah. And currently we're talking to a guy who has our mixed up package that got mixed up. We've met a few other people. We met the guy in 213 who brought Mia here, who was just like Mia pointed at the brochure and she didn't even say anything. Mia has not said a word to anyone, but it was like the guy asked her where she wanted to go because she was just wandering around on the side of the road. Yeah, the guy just was like, oh, you're pointing at this hotel? Okay, I'll just drop you off here, I guess. And he's in a room. Her dad is at the place. And we met the lady who lives across from us. And I think that's everything. I think I caught you up. Louis is like Larry Butts, if that helps. Yeah. Mia might have a connection to Bradley, and Louis has a connection to Kyle. Yeah. We used to arrest Kyle. Kyle the ex-cop and Louis the ex-con. Mysteries? They sell? Yes, they do, all right. But yeah, this is the guy who we were initially supposed to get some packages delivered to our room, but they got mixed up with this guy. You can find my work in most bookstores of note. I have quite a large female fan base. Kyle used to arrest Louis, but now their jobs both changed and they have a budding friendship. Or maybe more. Eh? But yeah, you don't say. Even though Kyle's style is Kyle is still kind of a jerk to him. Yeah. Have you perhaps read any of my novel? Nope. Well, it sounded familiar, so maybe. Yeah, sure, whatever. Yeah, I read that. I read one. Truly? Tell me, which one? A Tale of Two Gangsters. Or Angel's Whispers. You know what? Angel's Whispers sounds like a femme fatale story in which a guy falls in love with the woman and she is very tempting, but then it's like the narrative changes when she's revealed, yes, I was whispering, sirening you to your doom, and here is my backstabbing. And then A Tale of Two Gangsters just sounds like a bromance, so I'm gonna go with A Tale of Two Gangsters. A Tale of Two Gangsters or something? Unfortunately, that is not one of my novels, Mr. Hyde. I don't think it even exists. Ooh. Now then, Mr. Hyde. Bro really fought really mixed up A Tale of Two Cities. Alright, now then, Mr. Hyde. Shall we discuss my parcel, which was inadvertently delivered to you? Sure, I'm game. Burb. All that was in the package was this note. I show Summer the old notebook. Eureka, that's it! This is the notebook. This is what I've been waiting for. Great, then I'll take my package from you and we'll call it a day. Yes, please do. Does it look like he can take his eyes off that notebook? Let's write that down. Let's jot that in our little handy dandy sticky note. Alright. MISTERIES, just updating that. And then Martin really invested in notebook. Love the animations. The animations are really good. It's usually what we're looking for. It must be a writer thing. Yeah. I got your toe. No? Okay. Tie your shoelaces together? No. Man, what cowardly devs. What cowardly devs. I kid. I picked up the box that Summer brought with him. I tossed it on the bed. Hey. Oh, yes, my apologies. Let me just... Hey. Oh, yes. Hey, I suppose I should depart. It's fortunate for both of us that we discovered this mistake when we did. Now, if you'll excuse me. I have Martin mysteries to write. Summer finishes talking and leaves the room. Stupid writers. Also, about Mia, she's a young lady Kyle saw in the middle of the desert before coming here, and Chris gave her a ride. Right. Young lady Kyle did see her earlier. And also super important, even maybe the most important thing about Mia. When we first saw her, not first saw her, but kind of first met her, she was in a different art style, so we know Mia is of some significance. Very briefly, her character panel actually had color, if you can believe it or not, in this world of black and white pencil designs. So yeah, which makes Kyle seem like the bad guy because he didn't even check if she needed a ride. If she needs a ride, yeah. All right. Let's go to our packages. I would like to grab my parcel. There's a cardboard box on the bed. Oh, this box is empty. Okay, fine. How about this box? They're both eh. The package Summer brought is on the bed. There's an order sheet, new products, a client list inside of the box. And there's a client list, just like Rachel promised. Got the client list. Yeah. Better remember to put this in my suitcase. Right. I wrote that down specifically. Don't want Rachel to bite my head off. And you know what? We're gonna do that right now. We're gonna do that right the fuck now. And then we'll come back and we'll check that. Oh wait, the key's broke, so I can't open it. Right. We still have yet to unlock this suitcase, so I guess we might as well take a look inside. Further. Yeah, this is mine. There's some new products in the box. What is this? Adhesive remover? No one's gonna want to buy this crap. Yeah. I feel like adhesive remover is something you only need when you or your child fucks up. What the? A portable mini sewing machine? Great. Adhesive remover? No one's gonna want to buy this crap. What's the order sheet? Yep. Rosa is taking care of her. She does. Yeah, Rosa is kind of like the maid of the place who kind of does the most work. Yeah. I got the order sheet that was inside the box. The items I'm supposed to find here listed here. One small red box. The December issue of the magazine, Cecily Lee on the cover. Who is Cecily Lee? I guess it's time to call Rachel. Right, so... Alright, that's fine. I believe our phone is over here. God. Guess I'll give Rachel a call. Rachel is kind of like the boss's secretary who's kind of flirtatious with us. And she's the kind of the one we mainly interact with. She's kind of like our guy in the chair, but for the sales company. Red Crown is the sales company, and it's also on the back of our jacket, I believe. This is Rachel. It's hot. I got the package. Oh, I knew you would, sweetie. A red box and a girly mag. I'm thrilled. Who's the client on this one? Somebody new. Seems to be in a hurry, too. You figure it's some sort of business deal gone wrong? That's what the sounds of it. That's what it sounds like. But who knows what's in the box? Could be trouble. So Yanni, my old friend. Any idea of where to start? Yeah, I'll head down to the front desk and poke around. If that doesn't work, I gotta canvas it. I just gotta canvas the hotel. Nice plan, handsome. Let us know if you come up with anything. Head around. He just stepped out. Some old client called and asked to see him. Said he'd be right back though. Why? You need something? No rush. I'll call back. I've got a weird feeling about this one, Kyle. Right. Yep. Yeah, thank you, Greedra. Yeah. Yeah, Greedra, we need to make that. We need to make a collab happen at some point. Yeah, I was thinking maybe either the Case Closed game that the translated one, cause yeah. Yeah, Greaser and Dragonic, partners in crime stopping. I almost said partners in crime. But yeah. But yeah, we can figure out who's the Watson and who's the Sherlock. Yeah. Or just Barriette. We could actually just not be either and just be... Or actually be like good detectives. Crime works too. Yeah, you know. But what's a little arson between friends? Yeah, we could do arson. We could do B&E. So much fun to be had with two dragons. Yeah. But yeah, I was thinking the Case Closed game might be a good one because neither of us have played it. So yeah, that might be fun. I will either message you, or if you remember later on, feel free to message me and we'll work out some details. But yeah, I think that would be fun. Yeah. All right. Be careful. Yeah, only because you asked. Yep. Ed Vincent's the president of Red Crown. He's an ex-LA cop who worked like a dog until they forced him to retire. My old man died when I was 10, but he and Ed were good friends. And as for me, well, Ed's the only one who knows I'm still searching for Bradley. The only one who knows I won't let it go. But now I run into Louis, another voice from the past. What are the chances of him being here? Slim to none. Slim left town. Throw this girl Mia into the mix and things get 9 kinds of odd. I better think all this through and make sure it's straightened in my head. Are we gonna have a sleuthing moment? Are we gonna do some deductions? The guy who pays the bill at Red Crown has spoken, and when Ed speaks, I go. That's why I'm on the side. I'm this side of nowhere in some hotel called Dusk. The reason I'm here is to get some rest, to find myself, to meet my dad. To get some rest, to find certain items, to meet my dad. I think it's okay. I'm gonna go with this one. Get some rest. He's at a hotel. This makes logical sense. It's not. His dad isn't yet to be mentioned, and finding certain items, not quite. I mean, maybe find certain people, yes, but not items. No, that ain't it. I'm not tired. I'm just pissed off at this whole situation. The guy who pays is at the Red Crown. Ed speaks. I go, that's why I'm on the side of nowhere in a hole called Hotel Dusk. The reason I'm here is to find certain items. Yeah, I was about to recap that part. That's right. I sell household goods for Red Crown, which is run by my old man. Oh, right. I also lend a hand in with a hobby of his. Everyone's got a side business of finding things that get themselves a loss. Yeah, he said he found things that don't want to be found. Had an interesting chat with Dunning, the hotel owner, when I checked in. He mentioned a couple of things I can't quite get out of my head. First, 6 months ago, a guy with my name stayed here. Second, the room 215 has a history. The story told me about the room was that it grants wishes. Yeah, find things that don't want to be found. Yeah, that's right. He said the room grants wishes. Also, let me write that down, because I feel like Kyle's side job is to find things that don't want to be found. All right. That's right. He said the room granted wishes. Said if I stayed there, my wish could come true. Kept a straight face too. If I met him in New York, I bet he tried to sell me the Brooklyn Bridge. Here's what gets me. Why did he tell me such a crazy fairy tale in the first place? Makes him a little cooler than just an ex-cop or salesman. Yeah. I checked into Hotel Dusk, got room 215. Then I went in my room for the package Ed sent me. Imagine my surprise when the bellhop turned out to be Louis DeNono. No, Louis. No. I knew Louis from my days back east. He knows I used to be a New York cop. But he didn't know my partner, whose name was Bradley. I want to say our partner's name was Bradley. That's right. My partner on the force 3 years ago was Brian Bradley. We were investigating that crime ring responsible for all those art thefts? Ooh, that's important. Bradley and Kyle were investigating art thefts. That idiot Louis brought me somebody else's package. I went to the lobby, straightened things out. That's where I met the young girl named Mia. Mia hitched a ride to the hotel with a kid named Jeff. Hello, my name's Jeff. Sorry, I cannot hear the name Jeff and think of that. It's either I'm gonna think of that meme or I'm gonna think of Jeff Dunham. She didn't have any luggage or money, so Rosa took her under her wing. God bless Rosa, the kind lady. But the weird thing is, when I talked to Mia she wore a bracelet. She wore a white dress. No, she wore a bracelet. That was the weird part. A similar bracelet to Bradley. That's right. It was a silver bracelet she had on her left wrist. Looked like one Bradley was wearing last time I saw him. That idiot Louis brought me the wrong package. My stuff got sent to a guy named Summer, who's in room 211. After a bit of jawing and other nonsense, I finally got the damn thing. Inside the box was an order sheet, some new products, and my client list. The order sheet listed things Ed wants me to find. Oh, we're looking for these items. It's a short list, only 2 things on it. One's a pinup mag with a dame named Cecily Lee on the cover. It is a fucking pinup mag. The other's a small red box. That's right. The other thing is I'm supposed to find a small red box. Ed's secretary, Rachel, I gave Ed's secretary, Rachel, a call as soon as I got the order sheet. Val and I know what I'm looking for. It's time to start searching the hotel. Alright. We need a red box. You guys remember, does anyone still have a working red box? I think those went out of business, right? Or were they just they either went out of business or they had a huge ring of thefts. No, I think they went out of business, yeah. And Cecily Pin Up mag. All right, I have it written down. But this shop feels some different somehow, off. Maybe it's because I ran into Louis and haven't seen him for years, or maybe it's because there was another guest named Kyle Hyde, or maybe I guess that girl I met at the front desk could be behind it too. Whoever it is, Bradley, I can't get you out of my head. I can't get my gay lover out of me. I mean partner out of my head. I feel like I'm gonna find something big here. Something's gonna lead me to wherever it is you disappeared to. To wherever you disappeared. I'll tell you what, Bradley. I think it's gonna be a long night. Save game. Confirm. Chapter 2. How many chapters are there? I wonder. Kind of not sure if I want to know. Oh, I'm guessing this is the magazine we need to find. 5:30 to 6 p.m. Well, what now? Okay, so we're at chapter 2. I think this is a good point for us to take a bit of a break. And then I'm gonna go get some food in me. Gonna get me some. Well, actually, I have tons of water left over. I didn't drink much at all. God damn. But yeah, I'm gonna get me some food. I'm gonna rest up a little bit. Yeah. We'll have a little break. Everybody, get cozy. Get your snacks.
I just squeezed some onions.
You know what? I will hydrate. Thank you, Grija. Yep. And I will stretch. I will definitely. All right. That was me stretching. Anyways, yeah, I'll catch y'all in a bit. All right. Let me move my notes to the side. And yeah, break. Oh, yeah. One last thing. I think I kind of like where the break, start soon, and end screen music are at. Because they're all very fitting. They're all kind of like guitar focused tracks. And I think I might keep that for the time being. I feel like this is what I want the musical identity of the streams to be. And I very much like it. But yeah, enjoy. Hello, everyone. I'm back. I think I need to go to Bina. Good old Shift R. There we go. That's nice. Alright. I left my blanket over here. One sec. But yeah. Man. I'm incredibly excited for Tuesday. Mingo. I'm very much looking forward to seeing what everybody thought of all the TTRPGs we brought up. Yeah. Do I see a brain? Hey, KD. You know, not all of them have to be brain hurt games. Like, not all of them hurt just because they're a mystery game. I mean, this one, no one's even died yet in this one. But yeah, welcome, welcome. Well, what now? Guess I have to start searching this dump. You know what? Let's just head on out. Nothing there. Oh, someone's in the hall. Hey, it's Rosa. I almost, when I'm maneuvering, I'm always on this screen, so I only saw, like, very brief glimpse of it over on this screen. Yeah, because, like, the turn is just so jarring, but yeah. The turn, like, using this as your camera is very jarring, but it's super natural using it this way. Hello, Rosa. Yeah, that's fair. Alright. Oh, you. What are you doing? What, me? What am I doing? What's it look like I'm doing? I'm cleaning. Working my fingers to the bone, but you think this place stays... Do you think this place stays clean? Of course not. Know why? One of our guests is a slob, that's why. Don't look at me. Oh, if I thought it was you, you'd know. Cleaning isn't easy, you know? It's a back-breaking, thankless task. But yeah. No, we walked out of the room and went into fucker. We walked out of the room, went into the hallway, and we saw Rosa. Yeah, that's it. We're here. And she says someone is a slob. That's it. That is it. You didn't miss much. The Denola boy. Huh. It's his job to clean the floor, but he's so lazy. Ah. Oh yeah, I have 3K points. I keep forgetting. Et tu, Marty. Et tu. I love Baps. Fine. Get him in while you can. Alright. Also, the right side is getting cut off.
Melodramatic.
Hey! Shush you! Sorry about that. Okay, so what happened was this right here is a screen share, and I forgot to toggle it off when I put it on. This is what it's supposed to look like. My bad.
Well done, everyone. Well done.
I feel like that one's being used sarcastically. Ah! Boy up and vanishes whenever there's work to be done. I bet he's goofing around somewhere, eating chips and watching TV and so forth.
I was right. The rest were wrong.
I just realized that green screen sort space when you do that. Huh. Weird. But yeah, I was right. The rest were wrong. Yeah, you were right, Marmar. You were right. I bet he's goofing around.
Fuck bullshit.
Okay, now I feel like you're just testing them all. I feel like you're just testing them all. Would I get green screened? Maybe. That would be something to test for. I'm not trying to react to the moments. Yeah, once you go into the Levy one.
So melodramatic.
Yep. Fun fact, if you can't tell, that one is Dante from Devil May Cry 4. The so melodramatic. Yeah. I bet he's skipping around eating chips and watching TVs and so forth. Oh, speaking of Lewis, I got another thing to tell you. Remember that girl you met earlier, Mia? Remember her? He's in love with Mia? Well, that 2-bit Casanova says he's fallen in love with her. I know, poppycock, right? Lewis just falls in love with any woman. I feel like it doesn't matter who. If Lewis would fall in love, would just fall for any girl. I'm making my bed and trying to set up my Switch with my old monitor while I'm watching. Yeah, while I'm here watching. Yeah. Well, I hope I hope you get comfy soon. Yeah. Read your why. Read the emote. No, Lewis is definitely down bad. Yep. 2-bit Casanova. Yes, I swear, mooning over girls is the only thing he puts an effort into. How's Mia doing? You know, yeah. I ran out of voice completely, so bed is the only option. Aww. Aw, poor Marmar. Poor Marmar. Yeah. Sometimes you just gotta call it a day. How's Mia doing? I might need to do voice training soon, because I've been kind of feeling it in the throat lately, and if it's just me getting a little under the weather, that's fine, but if it persists for a good while, I might need to start doing voice training, because a VTuber I know has to go to the doctor, probably because the VTubing hasn't been helping their throat condition. And I've been doing VTubing 5 years now ish. Yeah, no, like I'm hoping it's not. I'm hoping I haven't done some damage. But yeah. Yes, Marmar? Please, you might want to rephrase that. Oh. I'm guessing I probably said something suggestive when mentioning throats. It probably sounded suggestive, but yeah. I'll be more careful in the future. Yep. Alright, how's Mia doing? She's in my room catching up on her sleep. Poor thing, she must have been exhausted. I laid her down on the sofa and gave her some tea, and she fell right asleep. Oh. That's what we need for Mari. We just need her. We need to get her a sofa and some tea. Yeah. She say anything? Not a word. Maybe she's mute. Pretty odd that, don't you think? Oh, before it's too late, can you scroll up and read chat? I want to. Oh yeah. For anyone just joining us, before it's too late, feel free to scroll up in chat and you can read Greeter's massive summary. If it was all one big thing, there's just too much to for it to be pinned into a single comment up at the top. Yeah, it's more that voice training is kind of being used by more certain communities instead of being like used for damaged vocal cords. That's true, but like I still see myself doing VTubing for a long time, and it's probably I would probably benefit from if I am, yeah. Oh God, reading. It's not that much. Yeah, no, like I know it's very much a thing in the trans community, and like props to anyone who goes through with it and puts in the effort to achieve something like that, like just changing that everyday part of their life. So mad respect to it. I'm just thinking that if I'm going to be streaming, if I've done a fair bit of streaming, and I'm probably going to be doing a fair bit of streaming for a good long while, so it probably wouldn't hurt for me to do some vocal exercises if the current issue with my throat persists. I might have to look into that if it's not just like a slight sore throat coming on. I don't know, I'm probably overreacting. It's just that, I don't know, it's been on my mind a lot lately from, yeah, just hanging out with like a lot of friends who talk about voice training, and then like also hearing about that VTuber who has to go to the doctor. Hearing about the one VTuber friend, yeah, who needs to go into the doctor to see if she needs to go into a surgery for her throat. Yeah. I like how I sound on stream more and more. Yeah. Like Reedra, you've been doing so well. Like you've gotten so much better over the years. Like you've gotten so much more clear and easier to understand, and it's like it's impressive. Yeah. I'm just doing a silly voice. Yeah. Yeah. From like I remember like what it was like trying to initially help you out with like, also sorry I wasn't of much help, but like when you were initially asking like, hey, how do I set up all this VTuber stuff, and I was just basically like, I haven't touched this stuff in like years, I'm not much help, but there's plenty of guides online. And yeah, I feel bad that I wasn't more help, but yeah. Oh, you have more VTuber stuff to set up? That's cool. Let's see, what have I not set up that I should have? I have this YouTube playlist full of old TCG commercials and like funny video game commercials and like 90s commercials that I kind of would love to put up on the break screen, but I never went. I have it all collected in a YouTube playlist, but I never went through the trouble of downloading it and creating a new scene. And like, I would like to give like I would love to give the not only like get emotes. I need to buy more emotes at some point. They're long overdue. I kind of want to overhaul a lot of the UI on stream. Like the stuff floating above me right here, like these text boxes, they could probably be better. They could be custom built. What else could I have been doing? Yeah. You need to commission a Marmar for an emote? Hey, maybe. Just maybe. Who knows? There's like, oh God, like if it were my first emote, it would be like one thing, but I'm like, do I get? Nah, never mind. I was starting to think like, wait, don't I have to stay with the same artist once I get emotes, so that way all my emotes looking the same? But yeah, nah, I'm either gonna call up the original artist for all the emotes that I have, B, hire one of my friends. I think that would, I know it's a very much an Adam Sandler approach, but like, fuck it, I would love for my money to go to a friend rather than some weird rando rather than just anyone. Yeah, because like I know a lot of good people and a lot of cool people do good things. And yeah, there's also the other obvious of like, hey Dragon, couldn't you make your own emotes? Well, yeah, I could. I just don't care to. As lazy as that sounds, I don't care to make my own emotes. I have made emotes. I made them for other people. I have a set. I don't think my emotes are super great. But yeah, I made these. And then Lord, yeah, these are a bunch of, I was the one who made these emotes. They're alright. Lord did touch them up a little bit, but some of the ones that needed a border is like the little antennae sometimes need a little highlight, and it also fits with this aesthetic. But yeah, I could make more emotes. I don't know. I don't care to. I would just pay someone at that point, and then I could just work on drawing what I actually want to draw, which is like new character designs. I'm taking notes on streaming stuff. Yeah, take notes. Take notes. But I haven't been entirely like lazy with it. Like this UI right here is your original. Like this stuff here, I made this a while back and I'm finally getting to use it. I add a few sound bites every now and then, but like I feel like it and I did make this current gaming scene where it's just like the sleeve that you see on that arm. That's what it's supposed to be. It's just like kind of mirroring the design of the arm, that part of the sleeve. What else have I been? But yeah, a lot of what I'm working on these days though is kind of like video. I've been mostly working on a video essay, which reminds me, I kind of need to. Yeah, Bar, I kind of need you to. I would like to. I might ask you to take a look at it at some point once it's done. And sadly, I might just scrap a bunch of it just so I can skip a lot of like. I feel it's a funny little thing because most of what I've been writing, it's something you're very familiar with. Don't worry, I think you probably can guess what. It's mostly just like the Hearthstone segment because I want to make sure that it's right, but I also kind of want to just ask like, should I cut out? Yeah, you already know. Yeah, but like I'm debating on, should I scrap all this like prep, like, so the script is like, I trying to make a point, but my point is primarily in the is like the second and third last paragraphs, and I'm like, do I need these 5 or 6? Do I need these 4 or 5 other paragraphs, or 4 or 5 other sections, because each section is multiple paragraphs? But do I really need these early sections to explain what to emphasize on these last couple of points, or should I just cut them down and leave myself a much shorter video to make? I don't know, because like I feel like it's kind of like, I don't know, I should be making an advert. It's kind of like just like my current strategy to help the channel grow is make a video essay on a topic that I quite well know, and it's just like a passive income of viewers sort of deal. But also, I've also had an idea of just making dumb little short vids about the trope of like it's a parody of very annoying advertisements. So one idea I've had is like you see a guy cut a woman in line and it goes, I have, sir, excuse me, sir, I was here first. And then the guy goes, I have 50 million battle power. And then the guy in front of him, and then another guy comes in and is like, oh yeah, well I have 80 million power. Yeah, and like, oh yeah, well I have 100 million power in dumb mobile game. Haha. And then the final guy comes in and goes, I have beaten all of Dark Souls on I beat Dark Souls on a DDR pad. Or like, I have a fucking life. Or just something. Like just something that's just becomes a parody of very old not very old, sorry, but very annoying YouTube ads that got spammed out to high hell. And just poking fun at those. I have 0 power in random game. Yeah. Yeah, I feel like the original like pattern was like I have like 50 million power in Clash of Kings or something. I feel like the original game was Clash of Kings or Clash of Kingdoms or something stupid. But yeah. That's just kind of one other idea. It would be something simple and short to make that I could crank out. Well, hopefully. I haven't made one yet, so I don't know how the process would go. But, like, you get the idea. Just poke fun at things that... just point and laugh at the annoying capitalism. Yeah. Not a word. Maybe she's mute. Pretty odd, that... don't you think? No? I'm not sure what I'll do if she keeps this up. I guess I'll watch over her tonight, then give the police a call tomorrow. You see. Hold on just a darn minute. Don't tell me you've fallen for that girl too. No, it's not that. It's that bracelet Mia was wearing. If it's really the same one Bradley had. You just what, honey? I just need to ask her something. Huh, I bet. I could just bet what you'll ask her. Well, what's it about? A bracelet. It's about the bracelet she's wearing. Bracelet? Why would you care about that, huh? It's just an old trinket. It looks like one an acquaintance of mine used to wear. I wanted to know where she found it. An acquaintance of yours? Had one? Well, isn't that something? There's a story in there somewhere, I bet. Look, it'll just take a second. Let me swing by your room and see her. Not right now. No, I don't think so. Nope. Then when? Let her sleep a bit longer. Anytime after 8 will be fine. You can get to my room from the lobby. Okay. Go through the door that says staff only and walk down the hall. Okay. I wonder if it still works, Lennon. Yeah. Yep, I never touched that. Go through the door that says staff only and walk down the hall. My room's the first one after the hall bends to the left. Got it. Moses' room, Eric Hoyt. Better write that in my notebook so I remember. Here we go. Oh yeah, look, our art's still here. This is so annoying to do by mouse. But yeah, we got it working. What are you writing? Nothing, Rosa. I just write myself a little reminder. Tell me about Louis. Tell me about the Denono kid. He's a useless bum. Useless, huh? Yes, useless. That's what I said. But smooth as butter, that one. Knows enough to tell folks what they want, what they like to hear. When you really need him, he's nowhere to be found. What a snake. Anyway, that's why I'm the one that does all the work around this place. Want my opinion? We should let him go. He's more trouble than he's worth. And it's Dunning about a replacement. Someone who might actually try, but... You work in a hotel like these, the stories alone keep folks away. So... You're short-handed? What stories? Yeah, I feel like the stories, the lore, that's more interesting. What stories? Did he wear the lemons coming back? We are abandoning the lemon angle. We are now growing tomatoes. Cherry tomatoes, to be precise. Yeah. God, I have way too many fucking plants in my garden now. I have 4 varieties of cherry tomatoes. I have 1 Tabasco plant. I have 4 kinds of basil. I have two basils. Yeah, I have 2 different types of basil plants in 1 pot, and then the other last pot is cilantro. So I have really way too much growing right now, and I can barely keep track of it all. Also, I'm also taking care of a cactus, another pot of basil, another small ball cactus, and yeah, no, I think that's everything. You hate tomatoes? But tomatoes go on pizza. They're literally required for pizza. Are you about to tell me you hate pizza? How can you hate pizza? How can you hate pizza? But yeah, I don't know if you know this, Katie, but I have been growing tomatoes so I can improve my pizza making skills. And yes, I have been making a lot of pizzas. But yeah. My ultimate, kind of like a really big wish of mine, a big dream of mine, is to have an internet friend come visit me and then make them a pizza. That's kind of like a small life goal like that. Yeah, tomatoes are good. Yeah. I am not, sadly, I don't have the room to grow real tomatoes, but I'm growing essentially cherry tomatoes, which is just tomatoes but smaller. Now, I feel so conflicted. One of you likes tomatoes but but doesn't like pizza, and then the other of you likes pizza but doesn't like tomatoes. What am I gonna do with you people? Greeger doesn't want to eat my pizza. Damn, that hurts. Ouch. You're gonna make me cry on stream, Greeger. Why? Why would you do this? But yeah, I would love to cook a pizza for one of my friends. I know that Lord Cynic is only a few states over from me, so that could be a thing that could happen. If I'm thinking realistically, I don't know. Yeah, but I'd love to have a friend over during Mardi Gras season and just go to the Mardi Gras parades and collect beads, and then afterwards just treat them to pizza. I think that's kind of just a small little wholesome little goal of mine. I just want to make a pizza for friends. Yeah. I'll have to travel a lot for your pizza. How do you know where I live? Why do you know where I live, Haiti? This is alarming. And you'll tell me you're gal, and it's funny that I already did that. No, what do you mean, my gal? Yeah, I used to work at a pizza place and made a nice one for a friend. Oh, damn. Yeah. Aw, man. Aw, lucky you. Yeah. But yeah, no. I've already have a few signature ingredients under my belt that I really like to use. Ingredients that I've recently discovered a brand new one, but the ingredients for like my special pizzas, of course, if somebody doesn't like something, I can always just keep these off of it. But my special ingredients is orange sauce and the tomato sauce. Orange juice and the tomato sauce. Sardines instead of anchovies because I just like them way more. And then the most recent thing I learned that where Mari hangs out, there are people that actually do this, but ginger, pickled ginger on pizza. I had it recently and it's really good. I liked it. I just like, I bought all this ginger for making sushi and other things, but fuck it, I'll use it. Ah, fuck! Why? You're having fun, aren't you? Oh yeah, I don't know where you live. I live in a different country. Yeah, no, that makes sense. Fair.
But hey, at least we're having fun.
Yep. Oh god, I love storks so goddamn much. Especially with like Stormhawks, where everything is just overly expressive in that show. But yeah. Oh, you admit that you're enjoying this. Okay. What am I gonna do with you guys? What am I gonna do? But yeah, this music is nice. I like it. But yeah, I don't know. I just want to make a pizza for a friend and like have them enjoy it. Like, yeah, I just, and like if they come during Mardi Gras season, that's also when crawfish season is. So like, yay, I can eat crawfish with friends, which is, okay, so like, if you're not someone from Louisiana or Cajun territory, there's this kind of like unspoken rule about crawfish. You always do it in groups. You always share it with someone. You're either you're sharing it with someone or you eat it in like a big family-esque gathering or like at the local church or something. You never eat crawfish alone. And like, I've always liked that because the recipes for crawfish are built to serve a ton of people and bring people together, which I kind of like. And also, like, speaking of bringing things together, some of the recipes for boiled crawfish or some of the methods actually boil the corn and potatoes alongside. They just throw those in there with the crawfish, so you get the crawfish seasoning good, cooked right in there with them, and I absolutely love that. I swear, like, I know it's something that most of you probably won't ever experience, but there's just something that brings me so much joy of walking up to a restaurant and smelling and like being able to smell the crawfish seasoning from the parking lot. It's just something that's very homey and very nice and very pleasant to me, because like you know, like I said, like when you have crawfish, you're usually with other people and having a good time. So it's a very like positively associated smell for me. And like, yeah, no, if it's also a good way to tell if the crawfish served at that location is any good. It's just like, how good does it smell from outside? But yeah, it's kind of bit of a shame because like, well, I have a new place now, but like the place that I would used to say is the best would be a place I wouldn't be able to go to all that often. It was this one place where it's this big supermarket, but it was in the bad part of town. So like it had the best smelling crawfish ever, but it was just in the worst part of town. It was just in the worst part of town because yeah, I live in the state with the highest crime rate. Whoa. Like it's bad. Like it's bad. Like we have regular Christmas shootings. That's how bad it is. It's like, oh, yep, it's Christmas time again. Well, I wonder how many we'll lose this season. It's abysmal. It's disparaging. It's just like the crime rate where I live. Not in like the town where I live is very big, but yeah, just like that cutscene in Phoenix, right? Oh man. Luckily, I live in a slightly nicer part of town, so I don't live in the worst part of town. And I've learned to like stay away from the worst part of town, but like I still, yeah, you still want to keep your street smarts around. And also, luckily, I stay indoors mostly. But yeah, one of my sisters, where they work, there was a shooting like 2 weeks ago, in which a person walked out of the hospital where they worked at and was immediately got shot. I was like, well, fuck, at least you're at the right place to get shot. But like, Jesus Christ. Yo, imagine like you get expensive ass lung surgery and then some jackass comes up and shoots you in the chest again, making you have to buy another whole ass lung surgery. It sucks. It sucks. Merry Christmas. Yeah. Sorry. Man. Yeah. But there's some good alongside the bad with the Christmas season, you know. In my neighborhood particularly, we have this tradition in which everyone in the neighborhood takes out white paper bags, fills them with sand, opens them up, and puts a candle inside of them. And they all put them they lay them out alongside the road, and it's supposed to be like, I actually might have talked about this before, but it's supposed to essentially be like lighting the way to show where old Saint Nick needs to land for all the houses. Yeah. And then like usually the nearby fire department will run the fire trucks around the neighborhood, and one of the guys will be dressed up as Santa, and they'll give out candy to kids. So there's some good with the bad. There's some real bad though. But yeah. Yeah. No, it was. Sorry. But yeah, also sorry if that's... Sorry if... I guess I really should have brought it up, a trigger warning with that. But yeah, sorry if you are someone who had a relative or had been in a situation of a shooting. Sorry I didn't give much heads up about that. In the future, I should be better about that. But yeah. It's just that, like, you know, I don't bring up negative topics a ton on this channel. And it's just like, and so I'm not used to, like, giving, like, hey, trigger warnings, guys, they're clowns in here, or whatever. Not clowns, but, like, obviously something more serious, but, like, I'm spur of the moment, I'm just being funny, haha. But, yeah. like trigger warnings, spider phobias, duck and cover, or like trigger warning topics of drug abuse and grape, and things like that. And like, you know, I usually try to keep the channel pretty lighthearted. I like to keep things fairly lighthearted because that's just what I want the channel to be. I want it to be an escape from all the fucking politics and everything else. Yeah, I know, right? Clowns! I might be slowing to fall asleep because it's already 2 a.m. Yeah, KD, get some rest if you need it, man. I'm probably not going to be streaming for much longer. Like, maybe another 35 minutes at most. But yeah, you have a good night. Rest well. I appreciated your company. Thank you for hanging out. Tell all your friends about me. Lock them up in a room. Force them to watch. Bring them all in shackled. Tell them if they don't rinse off, they'll get the hose again. You know, normal things. Alright, I'm done being unhinged. Yeah. I'll stay awake for now. No. No, get some sleep. Get sleep. There'll always be the VOD. Well, actually, not always, but for 2 weeks, there will be a VOD. Well, I don't know if I should. And even then, like, I need to make progress about... All the VODs are saved onto one of my hard drives. I just need to take the time and get back into the rhythm of uploading them up onto YouTube. But yeah. You're the one who brought up the story, so spill it. I can't sleep because of my insomnia? Oh shit, I didn't know you had insomnia. I'm sorry, man. You talking about the whole wish granting thing? Wishes, pal? Don't be so dense. It isn't anything that as silly as that. Truth be told, the whole thing goes back to the hotel's previous owner. Oh, really? Tell me more. Yeah. And? Oh, look at what you've done. I've run my mouth about things I shouldn't. You got a sec? You can't talk? You talk too much? No, we're not gonna be mean to Rosa. Rosa would bitch slap me across the room into the next panel if I did that. You can't talk? So what's the thing you shouldn't be talking about? It doesn't... Did y'all see that? Rosa got darkened for a hot second there, like angry or something. Like there was a flash of red traveling down alongside her portrait, like scary, like an eyes glow red meme. Look, it doesn't really matter. Why don't you just forget about it? I saw that. Tell me. I don't want to talk about it. Almost as if she didn't like that. Listen, there aren't any rumors about the hell, okay? Just forget it. But I want to know more. Hold on a sec. Almost like she didn't like that. That's beginning to make me think that there are mechanics at play. So, okay, I won't push you. Okay, I get it. I won't make you talk. Good. Great. Glad to hear it. Spill it now. My funny numbers are A, B, and C, and D. Those are the funny numbers on my card. All right. No bad endings for us. I mean, wait, there are multiple endings? What? Oh no. Listen, I have a feeling, if it was anyone else, maybe, but I have a feeling Rosa has the backhand of a god. Rosa scares me. What? Rosa just admits she don't take no crap. I have to go and prep the restaurant. I'm late. I shouldn't have stood here chatting with you. I have to go. Busy. You work in the restaurant? You got it. I also do all the cooking for this hotel. I've got more things to do. I've got more things to do than 10 men. It's a wonder I managed to keep up. Now listen here, sugar. Sorry to cut you off, but I've got to go. Gotta run. I'm so late. Dude. Heaven almighty. Sure. Oh, if you run across that deadbeat Lewis, tell us Rosa wants to see him. Got it? Good. Rosa finishes talking and turns and skulls away. I can feel my throat not liking me. All right. This will overwrite the data. Is that okay? Do not turn off power. Remove. Save complete. Is there a way to check the time? Oh wait, yeah, it's 5:30. Okay. All right. I think I might call it here, actually. I know it's a little short. It's a little early, but yeah. Can you loot the other one and get bad ending? I don't... Is the bad ending something like 20 chapters later down the line, or are you talking about... I could maybe try, but like, not right now. No, it's just a game over. Okay. Yeah. I could do that. I can do that. Ah, fuck. Do I want to do that next time? All right, let's... Four or five. I'm gonna load this save. Wait, no, I'll load this one. Let me just see where this one spawns us. Well, now what? Okay, yeah, this just loads us up at the beginning of the chapter. Yeah, but like, I'm gonna have to call it. Sorry, but I'm gonna have to put my foot down. Because my throat is giving out a little bit. I think I also have a third theory as to what's going on with the throat. I think it's just doing Hotel Dusk because it's a lot of it's a lot of speaking aloud and reading, and so it always tires me out. So maybe it's something like that, but I don't know. Maybe it's just because of Hotel Dusk, because like talking on stream doesn't wear me out, but I did start doing Hotel Dusk not too long ago, so maybe that's just putting extra strain on my throat by just reading and doing voices and things like that. But who knows? But yeah, thank you all for coming, and thank you all for hanging out with me. I am going to go eat the other half of my dinner. It was chicken and bow tie pasta, which was actually really good with edamame. Which, if you know me, I love my edamame. Yeah, I was used to like eat a bag of edamame before stream because they were good for energy, and then my bag ran out, and I haven't made another trip to go get more, which I should do. But yeah. Anyways, kids, Uncle Crit. I almost said my goddamn name. Uncle Dragonic. Anyways, kids, Uncle Dragonic's gonna go away before he gets smoker's lung. So y'all have a good night and take care. Bye. Bye-bye. Bye.